What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video on the Flash movie. And guys, this video is going to be a spoiler talk, so obviously the video will be filled with a bunch of spoilers. So if you haven't seen the Flash movie, hop off this video, go check out my spoiler-free review, decide if you want to see the movie. Then, after you decide to see the movie, go watch the movie and enjoy it, and tell me your thoughts on the movie down below in the comment section. But also go check out my video where I talk about all the cameos in the Flash movie, because this video I will not be talking about the cameos. I will be talking about one cameo, which is at the end of the movie, the final scene, when we find out who the new Batman is. But besides that, all the rest of the cameos are in my other video, where I talk about all those cameos. I decided to separate the videos out because I felt like the cameos deserved their own video, where this video is going to be more talking about the plot points and the big twist in the movie, alright? But yeah, guys, getting into the spoiler talk, I first want to talk about Sasha Kaya's Supergirl and how her being contained in captivity in Russia reminded me of Red Son Superman. It kind of gave off like a Red Son Supergirl vibes, alright? Like in the movie, when I was watching it, and the two Flashes and Michael Keaton come to the realization that they gotta go to Russia, I was like, okay, a Russian Supergirl. In the comics, we got a Russian Superman in the Red Son Superman Elseworld story, so I thought that was pretty cool. Like, I didn't mention it in the spoiler-free review, because I don't remember in the trailers if we find out that Supergirl is in captivity in Russia. Like, yeah, in the trailers, you see Supergirl getting out of containment, but it's in snow. Like, it doesn't say actually that they're in Russia. So, I wanted to make that connection here that, yeah, it gave me a Red Son feeling. Now, moving on to the third act, where we see our heroes going up against General Zod. And if you noticed, I did not mention General Zod in my spoiler-free review, and the reason being, he's kind of a non-entity in this movie. He's not really important. Like, he is important, but he's kind of just like an action figure. And it's interesting I say that. I'm saying it like that because in a recent interview with Michael Shannon mentioned that he enjoyed playing General Zod a lot more in Man of Steel compared to the Flash movie. Now, he did get Zack Snyder's blessing to return as General Zod, but in the actual movie, he describes his acting and his involvements as just, okay, he was an action figure. Like multiverse movies, you just have all these action figures, all these characters from past movies, and you just put them up against each other in a big action sequence, and some people think that is pretty cool. Like, I still thought it was cool. Like, yeah, seeing General Zod go up against Supergirl and this big third act action sequence, like, it was dope. Yeah, it was a CGI fest, but I still thought it was really cool. Like, General Zod was more prominent in the action sequences in this movie compared to him actually being in dialogue heavy scenes, other than like one scene, which I'll get to that in a second. So yeah, I don't blame Michael Shannon there, and I did enjoy his performance in Man of Steel a lot more than this, because in this movie, General Zod, as I explained, he's just a non-entity. Like, yeah, we go back to 2013, the world is in trouble. This time, General Zod is hunting down Sasha Kaya's Supergirl instead of Kal-El's Superman, and we find out the big twist, which just gets on to my next topic, the death of Kal-El, baby Kal-El. So I thought this was actually pretty interesting. This was the one scene where we got to see Michael Shannon show some acting skill. It was more Sasha Kaya's scene because she yells, she's like, no, because she was sent to Earth to save her cousin and she failed. So Sasha Kaya's Supergirl, she really gets to be prominent in this scene, more than General Zod. But still, General Zod, this was his best moment. Him revealing that, yeah, we found Kal-El's pod and we killed the infants. We already killed him, but he is not what we need to bring back Krypton. It's you, Supergirl, Kara Zor-El. We need you to bring back Krypton, to make Earth into New Krypton. So I thought that was a really good twist, a good like modified version of General Zod's plan from Man of Steel, and yeah, from there General Zod fights Sasha Kai's Supergirl, and we just see General Zod end up killing her multiple times. Like, we see the 2013 Barry Allen try to save Sasha Kai's Supergirl from General Zod multiple times by going back in time, but it's just a fixed point. It is revealed that this world is supposed to be destroyed, and our main character, Ezra Miller's Barry Allen, is supposed to go back in time and cause the death of his mother. So yeah, that was all good. Like, the pacing was good. And yeah, it was cool to see General Zod back. I'm just happy he did return, but I wish he got a little more material. I wish he was more involved and more of an entity, like an actual character, instead of just an action figure. But yeah, moving on to my next topic, which is a quick one. In the final fights, we see the two Barry Allens, our main character from 2023 and his past version from 2013. They team up to take down all the soldiers and the Kryptonians, and it is so dope. We actually basically see all the abilities from the CW Flash show, but on a bigger budget. Like, we see the Flash, he runs in a circle, creates a tornado effect. We see him send lightning bolts. We see them, like, run through time. And it's so cool. But my favorite moments was when Barry Allen pulls a reverse Flash. Guys, I got so excited, and nobody else in the theater got excited over this moment. Like, I looked around and nobody was like getting excited. I was like, what the heck? Like, this is so cool. Like, we've never seen Grant Gustin's Barry Allen pull a reverse Flash. Like, he's gotten close, but he's never got his hand and vibrated and went through somebody's chest. Where in this movie, Ezra Miller's Flash, when he's taking down the soldiers, there's one moment where I don't think he does it to a soldier, he does it to one of General Zod's men. He vibrates his hand. It is so cool. Like, when he started vibrating his hand, I was like, no way. He's pulling a reverse Flash. Maybe he's just about to like put the hand through like the arm or somewhere else besides the chest. But no, he put it straight through the chest, and it looked exactly like Reverse Flash's way of doing it. Like, it's so quick. He vibrates the hand and boom, straight through the chest. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. That was dope. Like, that got me hyped, just seeing the Flash pull a reverse Flash. Now, let's move on to the big twist of the movie, okay? So, in the beginning of the movie, when we see Barry Allen, he goes back in time, he runs into the Dark Flash, okay? And originally, I thought this was like the Black Flash. Like, I knew this character was called the Dark Flash, but I thought it was the Black Flash from the comics. In the comics, the Black Flash, he's basically the Reaper for speedsters. You know how death meets us, witnesses us before we die? Well, the Black Flash witnesses the speedsters before they die. And usually the Black Flash goes through time and destroys speedsters who mess with time. And a great example of the Black Flash is in the CW Flash show, where we see, actually in that show it's a little different, like Zoom becomes the Black Flash, which I love that idea. But after that, we see Barry, he goes back in time in the season 2 finale, saves his mother, causes the flashpoints, and from there on out, we see the Speed Force is mad with Barry, and they send the Black Flash after him. And actually, we see the Reverse Flash, he's hunted by the Black Flash in Legends of Tomorrow Season 2, and eventually, spoilers for that show, the show's been out for a while. Season 2's been out for like, I don't know, 6 years, but still, I'm gonna say spoilers. So in that show, in the Season 2 finale of Legends of Tomorrow, the Black Flash finally catches up to Reverse Flash and goes right through his chest and destroys him. So yeah, the Black Flash is the Reaper to speedsters. So I thought that's what the Dark Flash was going to be in this movie. But actually, the big twist, he is not the Black Flash, not a version of that character, but instead, the 2013 Barry Allen getting lost in time. Him just going back in time too many times. And I thought that twist was actually pretty good. It was a great twist. I kind of suspected it earlier in the movie, but how it was handled was very well done. Like the dialogue in that scene and how the twist was presented, it was actually really cool. And it's a great twist. It's a great idea. Now, would I have rather seen the Black Flash? Of course. The Black Flash is one of my favorite characters in Flash mythology and one of my favorite characters in the Arrowverse. Like, come on. Zoom, a speed demon, becoming the Black Flash, the Reaper to the Speedsters. That is just so dope. We're here, we don't get that. And I'm not saying do the same thing the Arrowverse did, have Zoom become the Black Flash. No, you could just have the Black Flash. Like in the comics, the Black Flash is not Zoom. He's just the Black Flash. And one of the greatest moments in Flash mythology is when Wally West, the Flash, runs to the end of time to destroy the Black Flash, because the Black Flash cannot destroy him at the end of time. It's a great story. It's in Mark Waid's Flash run. I actually don't think it's Mark Waid who wrote that story. I may be wrong. It might have been somebody else. I think it's actually Jeff Johns. It's either Jeff Johns or Mark Waid. Either way though, it was in like that 90s Wally West era, so it was really cool. So yeah, I got my hopes up that it was going to be the Black Flash, so I was kind of disappointed when it was just the 2013 Barry Allen. But then when I thought about it more, it made more sense. It's actually a well-written twist and adds to the movie a lot. But moving on, towards the end of the movie, we see Barry Allen. He goes back in time. His mother dies yet again, but this time in this new timeline, his father gets out of prison. And it brings the whole story together. Now, my thoughts on the whole Flashpoint story and Barry's mother dying and his father being arrested for a crime he didn't commit. I thought it was okay in this movie. I thought it was done way better in the CW Flash show. Here, it just felt, for me at least, redundant and kind of boring, honestly. Like, okay, we don't see who kills Nora. We don't see that, who kills the mother of Barry Allen, but in the CW Flash show, it's Reverse Flash, and that's a lot better than, say, here, it's just an unknown person, which I know that's what they did in the comics, but I actually prefer what they did in the Flash TV show compared to the comics. So yeah, I thought it was kind of here in the movie. And then the whole tomato can thing, yes, it led to a very emotional scene at the end of the movie when Barry says goodbye to his mother. Yeah, totally. But tomato cans, like, I wasn't really with it. Like, that was the part of the movie after the 10-minute intro to, like, Michael Keaton's debuts or his appearance that the movie was kind of losing me. I'm like, alright, this is the same thing I saw in the Flash TV show, but a lot weaker. So yeah, but at the end of the movie, we see that come full circle, and then we find out who the new Batman is. And it's not Michael Keaton, it's George Clooney. And my thoughts on this reveal, I don't like it, because George Clooney, he wasn't a good Batman. He was not a good Batman in Batman and Robin, the worst Batman movie of all time, and now you grab George Clooney be the Dark Knight in a new Batman movie where he teams up with Robin. Now, the movie's not titled Batman and Robin, it's titled Batman the Brave and the Bold, which is a great title, and it's a great premise. Batman teams up with his son, Damian Wayne, but now having George Clooney back in another Batman movie decades later, and it's going to be another Batman Robin type movie. It's just not good for marketing. It's not good for this new DC universe that James Gunn is creating. Now, do I still have hope for this universe? Of course. I have faith in James Gunn, and I hope he does a great job. But this direction to have George Clooney as the new Batman, I don't like. And it dropped the score for this movie for me. Like, originally, I was going to give this movie a 9 out of 10, but I gave it an 8.5 because I don't like the ending. Like, I already didn't like the whole flashpoints and, okay, Barry's father is arrested for a crime he didn't commit, and oh, now he's off the hook at the end. Like, man, it's done a lot better in the TV show. Like, so I didn't like that as the ending. Like, yeah, it was good, but I didn't really feel anything personally. And then to see George Clooney as Batman, it just left the movie on a sour taste. It went from, oh wow, this movie is awesome, I'm invested, I'm loving it, to I'm kind of losing interest now. And then the movie ended, and I'm very skeptical for where James Gunn goes with this, or where this new DC universe goes with George Clooney as the main Batman. I would have rather had them go on with Robert Pattinson as Batman, because he is for sure a better actor, a better Batman than George Clooney. Now, George Clooney, him getting redemption, yeah, definitely, that's a cool idea, a cool concept, but so many actors have been getting redemption lately on characters that didn't do well like decades ago. I was hoping for just a new Batman actor. If you're not gonna do Robert Pattinson, get a new actor and show us a promising debuts in this Flash movie. And if you're going to bring back an old actor, have a promising debut. And I thought this was not a promising debut or a promising return for George Clooney. It wasn't. It did not make me excited for him being the new Batman. It kind of left a negative impression for the ending of this Flash movie and my excitement for the upcoming Brave and the Bold movie. Now, I'll definitely give it a chance. I'm gonna think on a positive side, have a positive outlook. I hope George Clooney does a great job, and I hope the upcoming Batman movie is good, but I am highly skeptical now. But yeah, guys, overall, this Flash movie, I enjoyed it. I already gave it an 8.5, my spoiler-free review, and it was good. The cameos were great, and the twist, the plot was pretty good. Now, some of the plot was definitely better in CW The Flash, and the ending was weak, but I already talked about all that. All I'm going to say is I'm excited for what James Gunn is going to do. I have hope, and I hope he does a great job. Yeah, there's a few decisions he's making right now that I'm not a big fan of, George Clooney, but I'm going to give it a chance, and we'll see where this new DC universe goes with the next DC movie coming out in August, Blue Beetle. You guys will definitely have an early spoiler-free review for Blue Beetle coming out, so stay tuned for that. And thank you guys for checking out my spoiler-free review, my every cameo video, and now this spoiler talk. Tell me your thoughts on this movie down below. Tell me your thoughts about all the cameos, the story, the Dark Flash twist, the George Clooney reveal. What are you most skeptical about going forward with this James Gunn DC Universe? What are you most excited about? And yeah, guys, thanks for watching, and peace out.